Some of you guys know me as the songwriter who wrote Rude Boy, Fireworks, What's My Name, or Cynthia Rose on Pitch Perfect. I'm Ester Dean, and you're watching In This Room on MadameNoire. What led me to songwriting was that I needed to write songs for myself as an artist. But my mom, my cousins, they all sung, everybody sung. And I remember my cousins, they had a group called Full Swing. You know, Eltonio and Patrick, and I was just this young girl looking up at them, and they had the studios in their apartments, and they had their CDs, and you know, that was my first look at the music industry. You know, it was like these two guys running around Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they're like, they're gonna be some singers, and I was just like, oh, that's cool. And I remember my cousin Eltonio said, you know, what are you gonna be when you grow up? And I said, I'm gonna be a chef. And he said, no, you're not. You're going to be a singer. And I said, well, okay. I'll be a singer to get the money to open up the restaurant to get the chef. Sometimes it's not getting fed with a gift. You just have it. You know, my sister, DeAndrea, she would write down the songs, lyrics to the radio, and I would write lyrics for songs. You know, I always found a girl in my grade and like, you want to be in a girl group? You want to be a singer, girl? I can change your life, girl. And so I always made girl groups, and I always wrote my feelings. You know, in the beginning it was a long poems, and I had notebooks and notebooks of poems and losing them, but I couldn't stop singing. So it was a teacher who told me when I was in Oklahoma, she told me that I was a really good writer, I should do this. And I was like in 5th grade, so that's even crazy that she was like, hey, come here, little girl. You should be something. You should be a songwriter. You should be something. So then, you know, I went to Atlanta at one point, and I seen how the culture was there in music, and I said, I gotta, you know, I wanna make it. And they said, you have to get out of Nebraska. When I got to Atlanta, I'm driving down, when people from Atlanta, I'm driving in like, you know, Marietta, Smyrna, and I'm driving down Cobb Parkway, and this is a very long street, right? And all of a sudden I hear the craziest noise, and the brake had broken into the tire. You know, when you drove your car to the floor. And so I go to like a tire place, and they was like, yes, $400. I was like, I only have $500? But I got to stay with my friend's dad, and you know, I was on Section 8. It's crazy. Like, people think like, when I say humble beginnings, it's not easy for most black people. So I didn't come from humble beginnings. I came from like everybody else, you know? So I just utilized that burning desire to be better of myself. So it wasn't nothing to have $500, and it wasn't nothing to get to Atlanta, because I wasn't gonna stay put, and never will be. I get obsessed with what I want. When I watched The Secret, The Law of Attraction, I got obsessed. I mean, goodness. I didn't understand why it was working. And then I would pass it on to my family and friends, and it didn't work up for there. You know, it didn't work for them, and I didn't understand why not. So then I started doing more research, and I'm like, well, why is this working, and why is it not working for them? Well, the inspiration is just from, and when I write songs, I'm nocturnal. When I go write songs at night, I'm not thinking no more. I think too much during the day, and I don't think at all at night. So it's just like emotions, and you know, it's like a date. You know, dates are always funner at night, you know? Like talking about what you want to be in life and your dreams. So at night, I write the songs, and I just pour my heart, because nobody's listening, you know, but the microphone. And then people think that I just watched The Secret and I just stayed on that. I didn't stay there. I started to figure out how to grow as a person. God is so good. You have to get obsessed about your happiness. And some people get so obsessed with their failures, and they get so obsessed with their sadness. So you have to get obsessed with being happy. And a lot of people pass that on because they're so obsessed with why they're so sad. So it takes a lot of you to succeed. Show yourself that you can feel good alone, that you can bring your own joy. And once you start, hey Joy, the girl who did my hair, her name is Joy. But you have to get obsessed with it. I get obsessed with knowledge. I get obsessed with how do I get something that everybody thinks I shouldn't have, you know? Like, this TV show is crazy. Nobody would have said that the songwriter was gonna write songs so well, so many of them, that they was gonna be on NBC. How did she get there? They can't tell because I'm jumping, because they don't know what I'm doing at night. I'm thinking, I'm obsessing, I'm studying, I'm changing myself, I'm changing my ways, I'm changing my thinking, and I'm loving myself, and I'm saying it's okay to be who you are. You know, I'm accepting myself every day. I'm not putting myself down because I'm me. Why would I do that? You know, why would I beat myself up? Self-damage is what people are doing. People have to stop and assess. Assess what's wrong, because it's always going to be something. You know, assess what can be better about you and then obsess about making it right. I talked about wanting to be in a songwriting show, and I went to it, and I knew it was there because it's the first thing that's in my notebooks. And it was May 27, 2012 that I wrote this down. When I wrote that, I wasn't me now. So I had to get to me now to even be on this show. I had to be better. I had to write those songs. I had to go through what I had to go through. I had to hire and fire and quit and be and check out and, you know, lose weight, gain weight, break up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I had to live to even get to the manifestation that I wanted. And here we are. On Songland, we are the producers because they are the songwriters. You know, so basically you really only have a couple of people in the music industry that is a team. You have a songwriter, a producer, and an artist, right? So we are songwriters, really, you know what I'm saying? And producers are the ones who make the music. So Ryan is a producer. He makes beats and he writes songs. I am a semi-producer. I can find the sounds and I can write songs. Shane is a semi-producer, but right now we're taking a stand as a producer who helps them, you know, re-evaluate the song and see how we can make it right for the artist. And what we're doing on the show is giving a lot of free melodies, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm singing up in the air and I'm like, now I could have used that, you know, last week. So because I get to help songwriters who would not get embraced the way that we're embracing them, this is a platform that's allowing me to freely give my service to someone who's doing what I'm doing, you know? So it's just like, it's a dream come true for me. It's a dream come true for Shane and Ryan. Ryan been wanting to get on TV shows, and he found what they said, hey, Ryan, we have one perfect for you. So it's just like this show is so aligned because everybody's getting what they want. That is the ultimate dream, when you're around so many people and they're all living their dream at the same time. But it's basically a jam session. You know, it's exactly what I would do with Rihanna. It's exactly what you would do with Beyonce. It's exactly what Ryan did with Adele. We get in the room and we pass ideas around and we sing and we tell somebody, sing it. It's been such a amusement park kind of life being in the music industry. It's so many different rides, you know, but every ride is exciting. The Rihanna ride, the Beyonce ride. I'm gonna go and enjoy myself at this amusement park of life, the music world. And Songland is allowing people to come in and get on the John Legend ride, get on the Old Dominion ride. So it's just a beautiful ride to be on. And Songland is gonna allow, I pray this second season, I pray this third season, because I do want people that's like me, that comes from like my kind of life, the songwriting life, to feel what I feel. This show allows me to do service. Where I wanna be is, they said that you should go stand on the shoulders of the giants. And that means that we're never gonna be able to read all the books and do all the things that it took Oprah to do to get where she is. But you can stand on the shoulder of the giant. I like to be a motivational, you know, person that gives service to the world daily on TV like Oprah.